Oh, you like Superman? Well, here's a 2013 film called Man of Steel featuring your lovable Supes, doing everything that he does, brooding, millions of dollars in property damage, murder. Meatball. Now, don't get me wrong, I do not hate this film, and it's hardly the worst Superman movie ever. That would be Superman 4, where he had brick vision. I'll repeat that, brick vision. But this video is not about that, it's about the issues I have with Man of Steel. So let's just start at the beginning. And by that I mean the very beginning. The movie opens with Kal-El's birth, which I think is a very odd choice. Keep in mind, DC wants this to be the introduction into a connected universe to rival the MCU. And the first thing we see is an unusual alien birth with these outlandish looking nanomachines. But you know what? You want to show Superman's birth? That's fine, let's just move on. Oh, we spent about 20 more minutes on Krypton just world building and watching politics? Great. Sure, it sets up Zod as the villain, but I'm sure there's about a dozen different ways you could have done that. Oh, and speaking of world building, I kid you not, we explore and get to know Krypton about 5 times more than Metropolis, and they're both destroyed by the time the movie ends. Yeah, we all knew Krypton would be reduced to smithereens, but how could Supes let his city be destroyed? Only by helping Zod destroy it. And I'm sure that wasn't Clark's intention, but he was just throwing Zod through skyscrapers and crap. Superman had such a disregard of human life in this film, he might as well have been tossing citizens at General Zod. And, okay, I think it's about time we address the elephant in the room. Superman snapping Zod's neck. There's nothing I can say on this topic that hasn't already been said before, so I won't spend too much time on it. Superman could have found another way, plain and simple. Shoot Zod with a Phantom Zone projector, turn back time and save everybody. Kiss Zod with your secret amnesia powers and make him forget he was evil, something. But nope, Superman just kills Zod, and then he whines about it afterwards. Listen, like I said, I don't hate this movie, I just have issues with it and how they portray Superman. But I'm not usually a very negative person, so I just want to end the video on something I did like about the movie. And that would be the flashbacks of young Clark not having full control of his powers and really struggling when they kick in. He has extremely heightened senses, he can hear everything at 100 times volume, and can't turn off his X-ray vision. That'd be ridiculously overwhelming for a kid, so of course he has a breakdown. This is great character development. It shows the audience that he wasn't just handed these awesome powers on a silver platter, he had to fight for control his whole life. And this comes back later in the movie when Zod and his crew have sensory overloads when they arrive on Earth. I love that, despite the fact that Zod seemingly gets a handle on his powers in a few minutes with relative ease. Overall, do I think this movie is bad? No, I think it's subjective and anyone's opinion on it is valid. This is simply mine. So, Man of Steel. After everything is said and done, I give it a 4 out of 10. Not awful. By the way, are we not going to acknowledge that Superman totally wrecks this guy's semi-truck just because he has an altercation with him at the bar? Jerk move, Kent.